The traditional leadership of the Barolong boo-Tlou in Ganyesa are welcoming back initiates who have just completed their initiation and will be graduating this weekend. This is one of the areas where traditional leadership and the government are working closely to administer the tradition. Before the summer initiation started, principals from 72 villages were issued permits by the Traditional Council in collaboration with the Provincial Initiation Coordinating Council. SABC News reporter Lebogang Pebe is watching events as they unfold. Lebogang, thank you so much for joining us. Perhaps to start here, of course, it's a packed tent behind you, which means that communities have come out in large numbers to observe this process. And of course, this was closely coordinated between traditional leadership and government in the Northwest. What can you tell us about what they count for as successes?
A very good afternoon to you and the viewers at home. We are coming to you live from Tlhagameng here in the Northwest Province, where we have been observing and monitoring the events as they unfold, celebrating culture and heritage of Botswana here in the Northwest Province. And what we understand is that the initiates who underwent their cultural training, they were graduating, and as they arrived last night, we were also joining their celebrations and the mood as the family members were also welcoming them, and they made their way to the Hosi here in this area also, where he was also giving them advices on how they should behave as they as they get on their transition into manhood and womanhood. But also what is of important to note is that behind me, as you can see, that the events are unfolding, different activities underway where there are traditional dancers and also musicians who will be performing and also enjoying this tradition. As we spoke to different individuals earlier on, they also alluded to the fact that this forms part of their trying to preserve culture and tradition here, especially in the Northwest Province, Barolong here in the Northwest particularly. But what we understand now is that as the event unfolds, there will be many community members flocking in to also celebrate this important day. But let us take into context now our guest here from the Department of Arts and Culture in the Northwest Province. Thank you very much for joining us and welcome to SABC News. Now, many people are delighted to be part of this festival. Take us into context and tell us more about it.
Thank you. What is happening here today, we've collaborated with boo-Tlou Traditional Music and Dance Festival. As a platform, as government, we are responsible to promote our culture. We are responsible to preserve our heritage. So as a department, we've organizers promote our culture as Botswana in Dr. Mupati, and we also try to unify our communities so that we tolerate each other. We know that we come from different backgrounds. We know that we are different traditions, but at the end of the day, we are one nation. So as a department, we're saying let's come together and celebrate our different cultures and still no nation after.
We saw earlier on graduates were making their way in here, coming from the Hosi. How does the initial event align with the festivity?
Culture. So we are working with traditional authorities to promote culture. That's part of culture, because traditional authorities are custodians of culture and tradition. Without them, the department will not be able to achieve its mandate. So as a way of promoting and preserving the culture, those that were initiated yesterday or this morning, we want to them publicly practice their cultures and publicly practice their tradition without any fear, because after all, we are one nation and we are all equal.
Thank you very much for your time, and that of course it is the director of the Department of Arts, Sports and Culture here in the Northwest Province, talking to us about their involvement and their role as the festivities is underway here. But what we understand is that preserving culture and heritage is an order of the day from Tlhagameng in the Northwest Province.